Coming up on WarrenBiz, home of the Detroit Arsenal. So of course, WarrenBiz is on the scene at the latest addition to TARDEC with the grand opening of the new Ground Systems Power and Energy Laboratory. A tour through this brand new high-tech lab straight ahead on WarrenBiz. And of course, you've heard the whispers, but now it's official. One of the nation's top home improvement retailers will make Warren home to the next location right here in Warren. Details on who, what, and where right here on WarrenBiz. And if you're tired of your gas-guzzling ride, WarrenBiz takes a few energy-efficient cars for a spin. WarrenBiz gives you a chance to take a look and decide which one you like the best, a WarrenBiz profile, and the latest grand openings in Warren, and much more right here on WarrenBiz. Hi everybody, I'm Wanta Kaufman and welcome to WarrenBiz, the show that keeps you in the loop on Warren's economic boom. Listen closely and maybe you can get a piece of the action. Let's get right to it. The agencies on the Detroit Arsenal are known for working hard to protect our troops as they protect our country. A new multi-million-dollar lab has been added to the lot with the purpose of securing alternate power and energy. WarrenBiz was at the ribbon cutting for an inside look at the new high-tech laboratory.
3, 2, 1, let's open G-Spell.
It was all pomp and circumstance at the grand opening of the new Ground Systems Power and Energy Laboratory. This new 30,000 square feet complex, also called G-Spell. This 8-in-1 laboratory is the latest addition to TARDEC and is pegged as the Army's cornerstone of power and energy initiatives, helping our troops become more energy efficient and helping our nation in energy security.
The doors of the G-Spell complex are officially open, so we took a tour of all 8 laboratories to see how in-depth the Army's strong efforts go at optimizing energy.
The Power and Energy Vehicle Environmental Lab is the centerpiece of G-Spell and one of the world's largest environmental chambers. This lab can simulate heat from the desert and cold from the Antarctica and go from one extreme to the next in a matter of minutes. Senator Carl Levin helped secure almost $25 million in defense and military construction appropriation funds for the completion of G-Spell.
We have lost troops protecting convoys of fuel. We are trying to produce vehicles that use less fuel. We're going to produce better fuels. We're going to do it all here at the world's best integrated facility for the development and testing for advanced fuels and the technologies which will create them.
Soldiers carry over 400 pounds of batteries for a 72-hour mission and more than that in fuel. Microgrid installations in Afghanistan will eliminate some of that, as well as some of the testing done here at G-Spell. The Energy Storage Lab tests batteries in explosion-proof chambers.
A typical liquid-filled lead-acid battery like you find in most cars, you can only technically recharge it from dead to back to life about 5 or 6 times. I have batteries here that have done 1,500 cycles.
And 95% of military fleets use these high-capacity batteries.
This ground combat vehicle and its technology is from the 1980s. But with all of the work going on inside of the G-Spell complex and all 8 of its laboratories, it could be updated and as modern as some of the latest technology.
The Ground Systems Power and Energy Laboratory welcomes industry and academia to access their labs and exchange information and ideas. If your school or company is interested in testing in the G-Spell labs, contact TARDEC through the Ground Vehicle Gateway at groundvehiclegateway.com. I'm Wanta Kaufman for WarrenBiz. The Ground Vehicle Gateway will connect you to TARDEC. From there, you'll get assistance with scheduling a tour of the lab and further instructions on how your company or school can make arrangements to use G-Spell laboratories. I mustn't say it was very impressive, and it's nice to have that kind of technology right here in Warren. And also, Mayor Fouts has solid plans to keep the city of Warren financially secure. Just recently, Fouts presented his budget presentation, and some others say local mayors should take notes.
We have a healthy fund balance that keeps our city intact. But that fund balance cannot go on forever without some help. And we are watching every tax dollar every day. It goes without saying that we have people in my administration. Jerry Green has saved the taxpayer $4 million. Skip McAdams has generated $2.1 million. Greg Palachek has generated hundreds of thousands of dollars, and we're doing everything we can to build up that fund or maintain it.
The City of Warren has the largest fund balance of all surrounding cities. And while his administration finds ways to generate revenue, Mayor Fouts also acknowledges the personal property tax revenue loss is severe, but he expects it to level off by 2015. And finally, it's official. The third largest home improvement store in the country will open one of its first Michigan stores right here in Warren. If you're not familiar with Menards, imagine a Myers and Home Depot combination store. And then you've got a Menards. Enver Chaplow has more.
The plan calls for a new Menards store at the property on Van Dyke south of 14 Mile. The sports center will close and be demolished in the coming months after a 36-year stay in the city.
I am absolutely pleased. It's just another example of where Warren is really moving forward. Menards is going to be a $20 million plus investment. It's going to provide 200 new jobs, and it's part of, I think, the resurgence of Warren and the metro area.
The Wisconsin-based company will build a 170,000 square foot facility along with a 42,000 square foot open-air warehouse on the 18-acre site.
Not only do we have Menards coming in, but of course we have some big development in General Motors, the powertrain, several hundred people, and tech center. The total investment is probably about $500 million. We have some other investments in the tank plant area, and I'm very optimistic about the futures, and Menards is just another step forward toward a resurgence of the entire metro area.
Best known for its golf dome, the Van Dyke Sports Center has also been home to a nightclub, arcade, and go-karts. The property was developed as a recreation facility in 1973 and opened on June 30th, 1975.
It's been somewhat run down. Its best days have long been gone, so I'm happy to say goodbye to the Van Dyke Sports Center, not that at one time it was good.
Sad to see it go because we practice here almost every year for a while, but I mean, guess we just have to move somewhere else.
I think it's sad to see it go, but it's got to go, I guess.
A closing date of the Van Dyke Sports Center has yet to be determined.
Save big money at Menards.
Thanks, Enver. The opening date for the new Menards has yet to be announced. The City of Warren, in partnership with Macomb Community College, will host the Career Services Job Fair next Tuesday on May 1st at the Sports Expo Center on the Macomb Community College South Campus in Warren.
I'm proud to say that we have well over 100 employers coming to this job fair, and obviously it's going to be a one-stop shopping for job seekers.
Employers are looking to hire in a variety of areas. For more information, visit that macombcareerlink.experience.com or contact Career Services at 586-286-2209. And President Obama signs the Jumpstart Our Business Startups Jobs Act this month. In a press conference, he announced how this bill will promote access to capital for businesses and protection for investors.
Here's what's going to happen because of this bill. For business owners who want to take their companies to the next level, this bill will make it easier for you to go public. And that's a big deal because going public is a major step towards expanding and hiring more workers. It's a big deal for investors as well because public companies operate with greater oversight and greater transparency. And for startups and small businesses, this bill is a potential game changer. Right now, you can only turn to a limited group of investors, including banks and wealthy individuals, to get funding. Laws that are nearly 8 decades old make it impossible for others to invest. But a lot's changed in 80 years, and it's time our laws did as well. Because of this bill, startups and small business will now have access to a big new pool of potential investors, namely the American people. For the first time, ordinary Americans will be able to go online and invest in entrepreneurs that they believe in.
Some of the highlights of the Jobs Act allows businesses to access capital through new avenues like crowdfunding, many public offerings, and creating IPO on-ramps. To understand how the Job Acts may help your business or future business, visit thewhitehouse.gov. And are you looking for ways to go global with your business? The Michigan Economic Development Corporation launched Export Now, a one-stop online solution to export your products to China. Export Now is a pilot program that will eliminate hassles with language barriers, customs, and currency. The program will assist up to 100 companies in Michigan in exporting products to Asia. A MEDC spokesperson says the program costs a company about $1,000, and the other $3,000 will be underwritten by the MEDC and Export Now. The MEDC will hold informational meetings around the state for interested companies. For more information, contact the MEDC at 888-522-0103. And Warren has a reputation for removing the red tape and rolling out the red carpet for businesses. And Louis Pizza is the latest to get the red carpet treatment at their grand opening. Kristen Sklad has more.
1, 2, 3, yeah!
If the thought of a barbecue chicken pizza, a rib dinner, or a Hawaiian lua pie makes your mouth water, head over to the brand new Louis Pizzeria at 13 Mile and Mound.
Our own special sauce, own proprietary blend cheeses. Product's really good. We do pizzas, subs, salads, desserts, buffalo wings, ribs.
The first Louis Pizza with dine-in seating and a drive-through window, the eatery is sure to become a hit in Warren quickly.
The location here seems to be pretty hopping. Tied to the Fast Tracks gas station, allows us to get a lot of foot traffic. People see we're here, they can come in for slices, try it for samples. If they like us, they come back and order a whole pizza.
Whether you're picking up or getting Louis Pizza delivered to your home, owner Neil Doherty says you'll taste the difference.
Come in and taste our pizza and you'll see.
To see a complete menu, head over to louispizzapie.com. For WarrenBiz, I'm Kristen Sklad.
Thanks, Kristen. Once again, Louis Pizza on the corner of 13 Mile Road and Mound. And more business resources you can use straight ahead on WarrenBiz.
The indoor water park at the Warren Community Center. Take your party inside with a play structure, slides, and amenities for the entire family to enjoy. Rain or shine, 7 days a week. Just $5 for residents of the city of Warren and $10 for non-Warren residents. Look for 2-for-1 coupons on the City of Warren's website. Visit us at the Warren Community Center Indoor Water Park today.
Look for the bare necessities.
The bare necessities of healthy living are easier than you think.
You better believe it.
All it takes is the right balance of being active and eating well. And the food pyramid shows you the way. Just remember, every color, every day.
With just the bare necessities of life. Crazy.
So eat right. Be active.
Now move. That's it.
And have lots of fun. For your own path to a healthier you, visit mypyramid.gov.
The auto industry is officially in a comeback with the Big Three leading the way. Let's take a look at the latest developments at Chrysler.
The 2013 Dodge Dart has taken direct aim at the sweet spot of the compact car segment, offering a new level of roominess, styling, safety, technology, and craftsmanship. And the value story hits the bullseye too. The Dodge brand has announced Dart's 5 well-equipped trim levels start at just $15,995 for the SE model, topping out at $22,495 for the RT. Target date for Dart to begin hitting showrooms is June. And more quality kudos for the eye-catching 2013 Dodge Dart. This time, a thumbs-up shout-out as one of Ward's 10 best interiors. Precision craftsmanship and leather, plus a palette of eye-popping colors, heated steering wheel, and illuminated floating island bezel in the instrument panel all helped clinch the prestigious accolade. And joining Dart on the top 10 list, the 2012 Chrysler 300 and 300C series. With richly appointed premium leathers, all-new die-cast paddle shifters, 2-mode ventilation, and heated seats both front and rear, and specially selected premium wood trim, the Chrysler 300 and 300C are designed and built to meet the most discerning of expectations, said Saad Shihab, president and CEO of Chrysler brand. In announcing the award, Drew Winter, editor-in-chief of Ward's Auto World magazine, summed up the award this way. If Bentley made an affordable family car, its interior would look like the Chrysler 300 Luxury. It's smart and modern with a generous helping of over-the-top lavishness. And finally, it's National Volunteer Week. Each year, Chrysler Group volunteers contribute thousands of hours, making a positive difference in communities where they live and work. The ways they contribute may vary, but corporate audit employee Wing Chu sums up the reason.
You know, this is the community that we live in, and you know, Chrysler's been here a long time, and it's you know, this is a community where a lot of, or you know, probably all of our employees live, and so just giving back to the community, especially in you know, Detroit's still kind of in a difficult period of its history, so just trying to do everything we can to help out.
Reporting for Chrysler Electronic Communications, I'm Betty Carrier-Newman.
Thanks, Betty. General Motors goes above and beyond for safety in the new Cadillac XTS.
Active safety systems in automobiles such as anti-lock brakes and electronic stability control have been helping drivers avoid crashes for many years. Today, new on-car technologies mean automakers can offer drivers even more protection.
There are a variety of crash avoidance sensors that work together to help the driver avoid crashes. We have a forward-looking camera, we have radar and ultrasonic sensors looking forward, we have radar sensors looking to the side of the vehicle. In the rear vehicle, we have both radar and ultrasonic sensors.
All these sensors on the new Cadillac XTS, combined with Cadillac's new Safety Alert seat with directional tactile sensation, make possible active safety features such as lane departure warning, side blind zone alert, front and rear parking assist, rear cross traffic alert, and forward collision alert.
So the Safety Alert seat uses vibrations, much like a cell phone uses vibrations, except the vibrations here, they occur on the bottom of the seat, either on the left side or the right side or both sides of the seat. And the pulsing nature of the pattern, as well as what side the vibrations occur, tell the driver the threat and the threat direction.
Cadillac believes that directional vibrations in the Safety Alert seat may prove to be more effective than standard audio warning beeps for indicating where the problem is, and for helping drivers that may not hear beeps or find them annoying. I'm Chris Hansen.
Lately, gas prices seem to play a game of yo-yo. You never know how high or low the prices will go. So WarrenBiz gives you a chance to explore your options. Adam Bullis is on the scene at the All Things Green Conference with a rare chance to test drive 12 different alternative fuel vehicles. Let's take a look at the ones he took for a spin.
If you have been contemplating on making the transition from a gas vehicle to a hybrid or electric, but are unsure of what direction to turn, I had a chance to test drive both a hybrid and an all-electric car to show you the different features that both vehicles have to offer. Let's start with the 2011 Motor Trend Car of the Year, the all-electric Chevy Volt.
All right, well, we're going to take off now. We're going to test drive this Chevy Volt, and they're saying we got about 21 miles of battery left on this one, on this charge, because it's been used quite a bit today.
And if I wanted to recharge this Volt right now, starting at 10:15 a.m., I would have two options to bring vehicle to full power.
All right, so you can switch through the screens by this little leaf button here, and this screen right here is showing us different when the complete charge of the car will complete. So if you were to charge it at home at 120 volts, it would charge by 3 p.m. Over at one of the charging stations, 240 volts, you're going to get it a lot sooner, and it'll be charged about 11:45. All right, as you take a look here, as this battery power display shows, as I'm pressing down the pedal here and taking away electric from the battery, it's drawing battery power, but then once I take it off the gas and just kind of coast, it's putting that power and recharging back to the battery. And also that applies to the same force on the braking system. So when you use the force of the brake, that power and that energy is getting put back into the battery to charge your battery as you're driving.
While the Chevy Volt has offered some great all-electric options and charging technologies, I still wanted to get my hands on that hybrid, and that is when the Yukon Denali drove up and I gave this vehicle a spin.
Well, I'm taking off, yeah, and as I was taking off there, it was in an auto stop position, and which means it was only running on the electric, and then it automatically jumped into the gas, and it was a seamless transition. Didn't really feel the difference between the electric and gas.
in case you don't trust the all-electric option, the hybrid might just work for you, giving you the option of electric when needed to save energy, but also giving you a fuel-efficient engine all at the same time in a very spacious and highly attractive-looking SUV.
So when people think electric or, hybrid vehicles, they think the small little Volts or the different, Malibus and things like that, but this thing is fully loaded and you get the 8-passenger capacity and 19.2 miles per the gallon, fully loaded, like I said, with the DVD players, the wood grain, the leather seats, so you can actually drive in style still and comfort and still get the most fuel efficiency out of it.
Whether you choose the hybrid or electric, the truth is you will be saving energy in both options. Now it's all up to you and what choice you will make when going green.
Thanks, Adam. Great job. And for more details on the All Things Green Conference, visit the MacombCountyChamber.com. A WarrenBiz profile and much more straight ahead on WarrenBiz.
Hello, I'm Warren Mayor Jim Fouts. Warren is a business-friendly city. We are home to the GM Tech Center. We offer all businesses a low city tax rate, safe and clean neighborhoods, and a skilled workforce second to none. If you are looking for an ideal place to locate your business, you won't find a better place than Warren, Michigan. If you come to Warren, I will personally welcome you. If you can find a better city to locate, move there. But believe me, I'm certain you won't.
Welcome back to WarrenBiz. I'm Wanta Kaufman with all of your local business resources. Well, we see franchises popping up all over the place. Have you ever wondered if you have what it takes to run a successful franchise? Well, franchising as a career, an investment, or both, this seminar will be hosted by Mark Corey of FranNet on Thursday, May 17th. This seminar will introduce you to franchising basics, and you can decide if it's right for you. For information on other franchising seminars, visit MichiganFranchiseForum.com or email Mr. Corey at markcorey@frannet.com. And Warren has many hidden jewels tucked inside the city limits. This next WarrenBiz profile is something you don't see every day. The Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center has a unique task of protecting athletes. Let's take a look at their story in this WarrenBiz profile.
From former North Carolina Tar Heel star Tyler Hansborough to Detroit Pistons guard Richard Hamilton, the orthotics department at the Michigan Hand and Sports Rehab Center in Warren has emerged as a national leader in protective face masks for athletes.
Our orthotics lab here was started in 2003 by a gentleman named Jerry McHale. And Jerry McHale was the first person to use a custom face mask for an athletic purpose. So if you remember back in '88 or '89, Bill Lambier broke his cheekbone. And Jerry was the guy who made that mask for Bill. So he had, kind of been doing work for the Pistons for quite a while. So he worked here up until 2004.
According to certified orthotist Jeremy Murray, a nose injury to Pistons guard Richard Hamilton gave the department its widest exposure. Murray designed his mask.
He really brought a different dynamic to it. And then, he was an NBA All-Star. He's been an NBA champion. It's probably possible he'll end up in the Hall of Fame someday. And people have really taken to him. He's a good guy in Detroit. He's a good guy back in his community. And so people kind of view it a little differently now. So I get a lot of kids who call me and say, Rip was wearing his mask, and because Rip wears his, I'll wear mine. He really made it a lot more acceptable and a lot more prevalent, and because of the way he's been able to play and be protected and still do such a good job, playing in Detroit here.
Now Murray makes about 125 to 150 custom face masks a year. About 90% of them are for high school and college athletes.
Basketball players with broken noses are probably, the most prevalent people I see all the time. So, but beyond that, I made masks for people who play a variety of sports, even as far as non-contact sports, cycling, water polo, believe it or not.
Murray shows us how a customized mask is made.
When I see somebody in my office, typically what I do is I'll have them lay down and I just build this cast on their face. And once you're done with that, this is what you're trying to get to. This is what you want to achieve. What I do is I basically seal off the top and bottom, seal off the eyes, so it's basically like a bowl, and then I can put it in here, fill some more plaster on top of it. And what I'm doing now is I'm stripping away the original impression that I had, or that cast that was either sent to me or perhaps I took. And then once you strip this away, the plaster that's hardened underneath is going to give you an exact replica of the patient. So here we are, we're looking at the the model of a patient's face. Then this mask here is what a modified one is going to look like. You can tell because it's got a little bit more of a nose here, it's got a little bit more of a buildup, and it's also got a nice smooth surface, so that when we end up pulling this, it's going to end up having a really nice smooth surface on the inside for the patient. This is the plastic that I use to make a face mask out of. It goes into this oven here. Where we begin heating the plastic up. It's all good to go, so we're going to pull that out of the oven. Here's our heated plastic. We're going to bring this over to our positive mold. Put that down, turn the battery on. And there we have it. What you're looking at is finishing it up, polishing all the edges so they're nice and smooth, no areas that are going to pinch anybody and no areas to cut anybody. I rivet on the straps so they don't peel off. And there you have your finished Richard Hamilton game mask.
Thanks, Enver. And up next, a recap of the WarrenBiz headlines. Don't move. We'll be right back.
Liberty Family Outreach was formed about 8 years ago as a response to a need we saw in the community. We meet tangible needs that people have, such as groceries, school supplies, haircuts, physicals, items like that, and we come in and meet those needs, and in meeting those needs, we're bringing hope to a hurting community.
For more information on this charity and other charities, log on to our website at cityofwarren.org.
Here's a recap of the WarrenBiz headlines. The Ground System Power and Energy Lab opens its doors at the grand opening ceremony right here in Warren. The G-Spell Labs will serve as research facilities for the nation's power and energy initiatives. And the third largest home improvement retailer is all set to make Warren home. Menards is opening in Warren, and Warren will be one of the first Michigan Menards locations. And Mayor Fouts gave his 2013 budget presentation with great news that his administration's cost-saving measures play a key role in maintaining a healthy fund balance for the city. And the ribbon is cut, and now Louie's Pizza is open for business. Visit Louie's on the corner of 13 Mile and Mound Road. Lastly, the job fair on May 1st from 4 to 7 p.m. on the South Campus of Macomb Community College. Over 100 employers will be on hand and ready to hire. So don't miss the job fair, sponsored by the City of Warren and Macomb Community College. And thanks for watching WarrenBiz, the show that keeps you connected to local business resources. If you have any questions, comments, or story ideas, please contact our newsroom at 586-258-2053 or email me at warrenbiz1@gmail.com. Thanks for watching. See you next time.